I think I remember now where I was going with my story of going home from the doctor and crying. I've been crying a lot. Realistically, some days I wonder how I don't run out of tears. Just like when my daughter was born 12 years ago, I wondered how I didn't run out of milk. Our bodies are amazing. And, so I was crying. And I'm driving because I can't seem to find any place to stop. But I'm just really frustrated. I don't know what's going on with my body. It seems every indication is telling me I'm pregnant. And I'm, it's like, well, what am I supposed to do with work? Because I really can't handle my job. And I don't know, as I'm driving, two birds, it's really funny. Two types of birds keep crossing my path that have been crossing my path a lot lately. The magpie and the dove, mourning dove specifically. And when I was in paradise, I discovered a type of bird over there that quickly became my totem, and it was the Australian magpie. And everyone hated this bird. Everyone. And I knew, I loved this bird. When I first saw the bird, it's a huge, majestic bird. Beautiful shades of black and white. I mean, not shades. Spots. It's just defined coloring. And it's a huge bird. Probably, bigger, I would say, even than our raven here in America. And, big bird. But anyway, nobody liked this bird because it was very territorial. It was considered a pest. But it was interesting, I guess, during mating season, they would get very territorial and they would attack people. Like in parks, public parks especially. My feeling on this is it's a grave misunderstanding, like a lot of things that are going on that end up where pet animals or whatever become pests. It's because we don't understand what we humans have done to that animal. We don't understand how we're intruding on that animal. We have no respect. I'm not decrying any of this. I am not saying that we need to be vegans or that I'm like totally, ecologically sound, because I am so not there. I still am a typical American. I have a lot of consumption. But these are things that I'm working on. But I do understand this call, this cry from the animal world. It's very similar to the cries that go on within our body to tell us that something is wrong. Something is gravely out of balance. And the magpie, I realized, became a totem that was telling me that something was gravely out of balance. So it never gave me any specific lessons while I was over in paradise. But one of the things it did give me, oddly enough, honestly, it was right before, or it would have been right after Halloween. Right around that time, I was just woken in the middle of the night, just sat bolt upright, because I was in a state of alarm. And I heard the bird's alarm call. And I have no idea how I heard this. Later, the next day, I was asking around, if people had heard it. And there was only this one guy that told me that he had gone out hunting. And he saw this magpie. And he decided to try to start shooting at it. And of course, he missed it. At least he thought he missed it. But I'm wondering if he really did, or if the bird was sounding an alarm call, and somehow I became intricately connected with this bird, and I heard it, even though this event took place miles and miles away from where I was. So, yeah. Anyways, it became my totem at that point. So here I am 6 months later, driving home from the doctor, very frustrated. Because I knew I was pregnant. And I'm being told that I'm not. And I don't know what to do. Because my twin is gone. And life is about to get very complicated, and I really just needed some confirmation or something tangible so I could know what path to take from here forward. The Magpie keeps crossing my path. And again, but this is now the American one. But obviously I'm not going to see an Australian magpie over here. So they're just sharing their totem duties with me. But one of the things I realized when I came home later just to do some research, what does the magpie mean? And one of the biggest things that jumped out at me was that I do things very unpredictably. And that if I'm facing a situation where I'm feeling very uncertain, I just need to do the first thing that comes to my mind. And I need to behave in a way that is unpredictable. And I need to be okay with being unpredictable. And allow myself to be free, allow myself to dance, and allow myself to just show those polarities of me. And that's really what my journey these past 3 years has been about, is uncovering those polarities and being okay with them. And I've made a lot of people mad. But that's another story. So I'm going to end this video here now. I'm really trying to keep these at 3 minutes, but that's obviously not working. So I'm just going to keep them, my new goal is under 10. Okay. Have a great day. I love you. Bye.